that. Don't tell me color doesn't matter, even though you love to say that. Don't tell me color doesn't matter, even though you love to say that. Don't tell me color doesn't matter, even though you love to say that. Don't tell me color doesn't matter, even though you love to say that. Don't tell me color doesn't matter, even though you love to say that. Don't tell me color doesn't matter, even though you love to say that. Color is a powerful teacher, teaching you and me right and the traffic. Color is a great exam setting, yeah, for you and me. Color is a wonderful result giver to you and me. So don't tell me color doesn't matter, even though you love to say that. Don't tell me color doesn't matter, even though you love to say that. Don't tell me color doesn't matter, even though you love to say that. Don't tell me color doesn't matter, even though you love to say that. Now ready say son, yeah. There is a danger. So stop, don't move your car. Break down, don't move your car. Just hold on a while for another side to speak. Green is another wonderful sign that says it is over, baby. Yeah, you can cross over now.
Greetings to the 30 tribes of Israel scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Abba Yahuwah. Shabbat Shalom, much love and much prosperity attend you, family, for you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach, just as the Malach of Yahuwah saith unto Yehukanah, the Revelator sealed not the prophecies of this book, for the time is simply near. Exactly what we are doing here, family, decoding end times prophecies, signs, dreams, in preparing people like you, body like you, house like you, for the returning of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom due eternally all worship, praise, honor, service, love, glory, riches, power, wealth, yes, to the glory of his magnificent Father Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the very eternal breath of all living. Hallelujah. Abba Yehovah, you have been worshipped, served, loved, honored in the temple of your eternal handmaid. For you are my eternal Ish, and I am your eternal Isha. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Baruch atah Yahuwah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right, now, family. Shabbat Shalom. We are here again in this wonderful Shabbat in the presence of Abba Yehovah. So here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yehovah with this powerful message titled For You and Me. When I was a Christian, Robert Powell was Jesus Christ I always see in my dream. Did you get that? When I was a Christian, who was the Jesus I always see the image? It was him. Even though I never knew nothing about this guy called Robert Powell, I never knew. But this is the image I was dreaming as a Messiah, communicating powerfully with me. Did you get it? This is prophetic, okay? Very prophetic. Every other faces, they are just moving. The very prophetic one for a reason is Robert Powell. This is Jesus. Mark this video, Mark this video. It is prophetic. When Jesus appears, exactly the face you're going to see. Jesus has already using his own person to give you his image, his look. When he appears, this is Jesus you're going to see. All right now. Like I always love to say, it's not by sensational, not by feelings at all, not by emotional, not by radiation burning, but by the royal loss objective. We want to go by the royal loss objective. Today we have two goals. But first of all, we're going to be dealing, we have two goals in this segment. So what we're going to be dealing with is the color. So next week, Shabbat, we're gonna be talking about the dream, just as the title say. The one, when I was a Christian, each time I pray, fast, okay? For the almost 7 years, I spent 6 years plus in Christianity, all right? This is the guy I always see as a Messiah. All my life, I always know Jesus is a white man. I've never, ever, okay, see any color but this. So today we are dealing with the color. And for you to know the differences according to the little ability that I have for that anyway, I did that song about, was it not 2 years ago? Yes, I just want to use it today because it fits my theory today, all right? So right now, I'm going to be dealing with the color today. So next week, Shabbat, we will not focus on the dream I always see about this very Jesus. Oh no, this is prophetic. Every other one that portrayed or play the character of Jesus or portray the face of Jesus to the world, I call that just a movie. But this Robert Powell he is prophetic man. I think before we start that, for you to know he's prophetic. This is not just me alone. Almost every Christian does believe and see this God. You see the blue eye. You know one bastard Linda that said he died and she died that Jesus now entered her and she now raised back to life. She saw Jesus like this, and the eyes of Jesus was blue, and blue water was coming as he was crying. Okay, when he entered the prostitute, unrepented prostitute, a female for that matter, that is feminist. Okay, our Messiah is not feminist. Hmm? Listen, they saw Jesus physically like this, and the tears that was coming out from the face of Jesus was blue, according to their filthy testimony. So right now, I want to go by the royal law's objective. I'm not here, to offend nobody, regardless how you see it. If you are a white person, no, 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 no. I'm not disregarding color, but I want to tell it the way it is. I want to tell who is white and I want to tell who is black, in order for to get a better understanding. We just want to do it the way it is by the royal law's objective. Okay, we are not doing it to offend nobody. If you get offended as a white person, that is your cup of tea. Okay, that is your cross to carry. But I want to tell it over here just the way it is by the royal law's objective. So let's do it together, family. So
since he played the character
before
Jesus
we do it
in the 1977 movie, Robert Powell's photos are hung in churches, homes, cars, schools, offices, and many holy grottos all over the world to drive off evil forces and attract good fortunes.
Did you get that?
However, Powell has cried out in the social media that he is not Jesus and that people should stop worshiping him.
Did you get that? Or should I play it again? No, you need to replay it again. I did it already. So I wasn't the only one saying this Jesus. It is prophetic. The images or imagery of Jesus through Robert Powell, it is prophetic. Jesus has already given to the whole world his look through this God. He has given to you and I his image. So when it comes, it's going to be like this. Don't even dare to even look for any other look. No, this is it. You just heard from their testimony in church to drive away evil spirits. Did you get that? This picture is prophetic. This look is prophetic. This image is prophetic. Mark it down. Mark this message. This is prophetic. Now, you see already his image is being displayed all over the churches, shops, schools, offices, may bury down to it. I once did it. And in fact, every year, in their Christmas tree, they always hang the picture of this God and bowing to it. I know of a family, she will put the picture of this very Jesus image, and she will put the entire household picture. She have about 5 children, her husband, and herself. All 7, she will place all their pictures, use it to decorate the Christmas tree. This is the Jesus you're going to see. Take it or you leave it. It doesn't count for anything. And we are just doing this for the sake of the elect. All right, now we see that his image is being displayed everywhere. So let's first handle that before we now go to the color. Let's deal with the second commandment, I think so. That is the second commandment, is be broken by Christians. They are lawbreakers. Yahweh Shemo, Exodus chapter 20, verses 1 to 6, I read. And Yahweh spake all these words, saying, I am Yahweh the Elohim, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Do you know what bondage is? Let me tell you now. Let me give you a very clear picture. Yahushua said, John 8 or so, 32, he said, John chapter 8, verses 32 said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So, in order for the truth to carry out deliverance on you, so what bind you? Lies put you in bondage. What put you in bondage? It is lies. And Abba Yahweh said, I am the one that brings you out from what? The house of bondage. So lie is gonna engrave to you. It's putting you in bondage. You say in order for you to receive this deliverance, you don't need to cast it, you don't need to but you only need to know the truth. And that's what we are about to unveil unto you, in order for you to receive deliverance and to come out from the house of bondage. Now, where do our bondage begins? Right in Genesis 3, by the serpent again. By the serpent, that old, serpent. The dragon that deceived, Revelation 12 now, the dragon deceived the whole world. That old serpent. Right in Genesis 3. There our bondage begins. So let's go further. And the bondage is still spreading powerfully today. Lies are really, engraved. So uncountable. Many, many people. Verses 3 now. Listen now. Thou shalt not have. Okay, image is the third, commandment. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me. That's the second commandment. Listen, now, we're going to the third one. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. Did you get that? Any at all, nothing. And this image of this sinner, I'm not judging him, but I'm letting you know he's a sinner. I'm going to tell you the way it is what? Christian, everywhere, like you have. From them, that even the guy himself is crying out and says, stop worshiping me. I just play the character. Because he is prophetic. The face he portrayed unto us is prophetic. Listen, I take it. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above. Who is in the heaven above? Why is something that is, so detestable unto above, you will also live in above? Those are the principalities, and those are the power, the spiritual wickedness in the high places. Those are the prince of hell that stood over the cloud, blocking your blessing. You shouldn't take any of their image and say, this Yehovah. No, it said you don't. Listen now. Or that is in the earth, Revelation 12:9, Revelation 12:7. The dragon is cast here on earth. It said that also is being cast out of Israel here on earth. It's here with us. Don't take his image. Already you have been taking the image of the beast. Listen, or that in the water under the earth. So what is under the earth? Revelation now has the answer. What is it? Because king of death, Abaddon. That is in the Hebrew language, is Abaddon, meaning the king of death, or Apollonian, meaning the destroyer. Don't take his image, okay, and begin to portray that and say, this is your God. But Christianity, they are lawbreaker. They destroy this law, okay. So you see already. So image displayed everywhere. It is demonic, and it is satanic. Now we proceed. 5 now. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, like I give the test. I saw this powerfully. I once did it. Nor serve them. Even the man of Jesus, the sinner also cried out and said, worshiping me, and stop worshiping me. And say, stop worshiping me. He cried out. You can go and do your common research. Because people is worshiping him. And they said his picture is to chase away evil spirit. Oh no. Follow up next week Shabbat and to see how he is chasing away evil spirit, and who is the evil spirit he is also chasing away. 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yehovah the Elohim, I am a jealous Yehovah, visited the iniquity all right now of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate him. Abba Yehovah said, when you begin to portray all this kind of nonsense, he said, you just simply hate him. Therefore, he's going to visit you with the iniquity of your father. Who is your father now? Since you refuse to repent, it's going to be who? The devil that deceived the whole world. John 8:44 said, you have your father the devil, and the will of your father ye would do. What is the will of your father? Return back to Genesis 3, lawbreaker, twister. It will rationalize the whole matter. It will not allow you to take the word the way it is. It's going to rationalize. Actually, you can also keep some. You can desecrate Shabbat. You can profane it, and just go and keep some and worship some. You rationalize it. God created all this. You rationalize it. All right, now we see already Christianity failed. They break the law. They are a lawbreaker in another words. Exodus Shemo, or Exodus 32. That is the image, the golden calf, give it unto you by men. Robert Powell image of Jesus be given unto us through by men, and we now begin to watch and believe that that picture is going to be chasing evil spirit away. In our house we'll put there, in the church we'll put there, the cover, in the office we'll put there, in our shops we'll put there, in our cars we'll put there, everywhere we'll put there, even in our key holder. I saw a woman with the key holder of the image of Robert whatever Powell to chase away evil spirit. Now, that is the image of the beast, Daniel chapter 3 again. We will not bow down to the image of the beast, as Nebuchadnezzar said, you must. He said, I'd rather die. So that's it. So we proceed further now to the color. Okay? All right now, Revelation chapter 1, verses 31. We'll dig now. What is the color of Messiah, the biblical Messiah? We see already Jesus is white man. Everybody knows that. We can't deny that fact. In fact, when I was even seeing a sinner, I knew that he is a white God. And when I also come into Christianity, I always see him. My vision is a white guy. Okay, so I want to dig into according to the Bible. You carry it. I want to see what color the Messiah have, because I bet you one knew something like this is gonna be coming up. That was why he put the colors over there. It's for a reason. Take it or you leave it. I only for this message is only for the elite. They're gonna grab it. You Gentile pork eating, you're gonna despise it. Listen at Revelation 1:13. Masekebo, yeah, Karakebo say. Masekebo Yahuwah, Karakebo say. Masekere Yahuwah, Karakebo say. Karakebo, Karakebo. Let's dig it. I love this message. I love talking about Abba Yehovah. Okay? And I love exposing the lies of Jesus. Listen, now Revelation 1:13. I read. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, like unto the Son of Man, cloth with a garment down to the feet, and get about the path with a goldy girdle. So deeper life, you roll out. You are not part of our heaven, okay? Our heaven, you are not coming in there. 14 now. Now you want to talk about the color. His head and his hairs were white like wool. White like wool. White man from eternity. Be real. From eternity to eternity. You can never have a woolly hair. A woolly hair belongs to the black people. We want to tell it the way it is. This is not being racist. This is not We want to dig into the royal law. We can say it's a double-edged sword. We talk about the both side. Okay, up and down. So from eternity to eternity, white man, you can never have woolly hair. It belongs to black people. By so saying, or when I'm saying, I never say all black people, they are the people of the book. No, devil is also there. It messed up the whole matter. It messed it up. But we are talking about the chosen nation. His hair now, we see already is a black man. Woolly hair, like man. As white as snow. It speaks of, maturity. Because, all those old men have pure white hair. Listen, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. We are coming to that. 15. And his feet, here's another mind boggling. And his feet like unto fine bronze. That is the color. Can you do yourself a favor and type out for yourself what is the color of bronze? You're going to see black, you're going to see a light brown, and you're going to see brown. There is no white bronze. Did you get that? You're not going to find from eternity to eternity. White man, you don't have woolly hair. You are not bronze. You can go and stay in the sun. When you return back, you're still going to be what you have. Listener is not finished. And his leg and his feet like unto fine bronze, as if they burned in the furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. You see, he said the color is something that is being taken out from fire. When you put some iron inside the fire, bring it out, and then tell me the color you have. You're going to be having white people, isn't it? No, his color is black. So let's put some more. So now we see that of the biblical Messiah already. Okay, we want to see that of his father, Ancient of Days. Daniel chapter 10, verse 7. No, see, this is biblical Messiah again. This is Messiah. So we'll see that of his father. Daniel chapter 10, 5-7. Then I lift up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girt with fine gold of topaz. Okay. His body was, listen, now this is the color. His body also was like the bell, and the face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as a lamp of fire, and his arm and his feet like a color to polished brass. Brass. Did you get it? So brass is white, isn't it? 7 are listening. Listen. And I, Daniel, alone saw the vision, for the man that were with me. Okay, I dropped it over here. He said he fell down as a dead man. You see the color burns. But no, it said out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, testimony will be established. Let's go now to his father. You see, say his arms and his feet. The color is what? Bronze. Polished bronze. Do yourself a research. and tell me what color you're going to be having. Hmm? Now here is the ancient of day himself. Daniel again chapter 7 verses 9 I read. And okay 7 9 excuse me 7 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the ancient of days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. Woolly hair. Yahushua said, John 10:30, he said, I and my father, we are one. Of course. He came. He is the body of his father. All right? So he came. Abba Yehovah want to dig into his now. Now, this is the body of Abba Yehovah. The one he gave unto us. Just as Jesus gave Robert a Powell his image, color. And Abba Yehovah also gave unto the biblical Messiah his color through his son. Who's going to be father here? Is it Robert Powell, the father of Jesus? I think so. Maybe it's Allah. Who knows? The red dragon. We'll put some more. It's time to tell it the way it is, okay? For the sake of the elect among this destructive belief, being burned with the principalities in the air, okay, with powers in the land, and with destruction under the earth. We are losing the people of the book. This message goes for them. They are the reason for this, not you Gentile. It will by no means do you good. You born Gentile, You will look at it, you will just snuff it. Yes, that is how it should be. But for the people of the book, it's going to be fire in their heart. Wow. And drop that nonsense. Listen now, I want to dig now into the Ancient of Days. We see that the Ancient of Days himself also have woolly hair. And a white man, from eternity to eternity, you can never get that testing. Testing, we are coming to the test of your hair. Where did you come from? Let me rush now. Ezekiel chapter 1, 26 to 20. He's talking about the throne of Abba Yehovah and the four living creature. Listen now, take 26. And above the firmament that was over their heads was the likeness of a throne, as the appearance of a sapphire stone. That is the throne of Abba Yehovah. You can also see Exodus 25 for that, or 24. Listen now. And upon the likeness of the throne was the likeness as the appearance of a man. Did you get that? Above upon it. That is describing the throne of Abba Yehovah. 27 now. It's a man. You see it already. So I want to see who is that man. Listen now. And I saw as the color of what? Amber. Can you also do yourself this simple help? What is the color amber? It is also brown, brownish, and fire. Go and do common research. Amber is a polished brown. Okay, a bronze. We proceed. And I saw 27. And I saw as the color of amber, and as the appearance of fire round about within it, from the appearance of its loins even upward, and from the appearance of its loins even downward. I saw as it well the appearance of fire, and it had brightness round about. So what is the color of the man that sat on that sapphire throne? Is fire. That is Abba Yehovah through essence. You can't handle that. You can never stand that. So what is the color he gave unto us? We want to dig into that. You see now? Fire. So what is color fire? Can you also do yourself a common help and just bring up fire? So how many colors you're going to get from fire? You're going to get 3 colors. Very brownish brown. Okay. They're brown. Or dark brown. Then you get black. They are all in the fire. What also come from there? Don't get it twisted. We are driving into that, okay? So first of all, let's deal with fire. You see, from where we came from, Daniel chapter 7 is also talking about fire, okay, and woolly hair, okay? So right now we see his true essence. It is fire. That was what King David said. When you touch the mountain, it just burn away because it's fire. We can't stand that. That was what in the days of Moshe requested and say, I want to see your face. And he said, no way. You can't see my face and live. But I'm going to give you my back. That is the body of Abba Yehovah, his back. Because you can handle that. It's going to be like you. But his face, you can. It is fire. No one dare stand that. That is his true essence, fire. So from his true essence, let's see what colors we get there. White, you are not found there, but you are found there after the fire is off. So you can take a simple lesson from fire that we are able to pull out. You see the colors of the fire. So right now, this is the biblical Messiah, description. We don't worship no man. That is Jesus, the one they worship, Christian worship. This arches, you see, it's white. When the fire is off, when you off fire afterwards, you get this. That's the white. Everything came from fire anyway. All right. But when you off your fire to obey what that means disobedient. We will also touch on that and where they came from. Okay, here I am, Psalm. Okay, Psalms or Tehillim 18:11. Listen, we're still digging into the fire. We see already this is the fire, so we want to do more of that. 11, I read. He made, speaking of Abba Yehovah, he made darkness his secret place. Come on now. Darkness is his secret place. Darkness is his hiding place, which simply put, Abba Yehovah have a secret dwelling, which is being called dark. His dwelling, hiding place, secret. That is his back. You cannot see his front the way it is. His true essence, fire. But you can see his back. That is his hiding place, dark. Okay, listen, we are not done. He made darkness his secret place where he hide himself, okay? His pavilion, okay? His pavilion round about him where dark waters come on now. He said pavilion simply means dwelling house again. He said the house that is surrounding him. He's surrounded, the house that surrounds him, they are what? Dark waters. So, what is waters? In order for us to get a better understanding. He said the house. Who is the house of Abba Yehovah? 1 Corinthians 3:15-17 said we are the house of Abba Yehovah. We are his bite. You are the temple, you are the house. So he said the house, that's the shelters, the house that surround his house, that also surrounds him, is dark waters. So what is waters? His dwelling place, secret place we see is dark. And the water that also surrounds him is dark waters. Here I am, Revelation 71. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, how will show unto thee the judgment of the great hall that sitteth upon many waters. This is Jesus, okay? Many waters, that is the focus point. Let's rush down to verses 15. Now, what is that? Many waters. Verses 15. And he saith unto me, The waters which thou sawest, where the hall sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. But now you know what water is. So he said the water that surrounds Abba Yehovah, okay, it is dark waters. So from fire, you get black people. Did you get it? We put some, and black also came from when they have their fire. When the dragon switch off his fire, it now become good for nothing. Now, Genesis 25, here I am. And the first came out red. So what is red? The red dragon. All over, red. All over like an hairy garment. And they call this name Esau. What is Esau? Red Edom. Okay? That is the progenitor. So, how do we get this color? We see already. We want to dig how did it come. Now, don't get it twisted like I said. I'm not saying all black in this planet Earth belongs to Abba Yehovah. Not at all. Only few. 2/3 is going away, only 1/3 will be saved. That's it, according to what he said. Now, oh my Father, let me check what I need to say. Okay. So now, here's the question I want to ask you and maybe read to yourself. He said, if everybody is white on this planet, why should they mark Esau and said this one came out red? It's marked. It's a mark on him. He came out red. And we know according to the royal law, red simply means sin. Isaiah 1:15, Isaiah 1:18. He said, though your sin is red as crimson, come over. The red dragon, Revelation 12:9, deceived the old world, that old serpent, red. Instead of him being fire, he turned off his light and now became red. And from where came Jesus? Maybe this one could be Allah, the Robert Power, Power Wheel, excuse me. Now, you see, Esau came out red, a marked. So what color did his brother have? What color? Because if everybody was red, white on earth, there's no need to even, it doesn't make no sense to say this one came out red because we are all red. But as you can see, this one came out red, which means other ones has other color. The father has other color, mother and the brother, the twin brother, have other color. So it was another color, another nature. And we see from Revelation, from Genesis 25, and said, these are 2 different kingdoms, 2 different nations, kingdoms that must be separated from one another. Esau came out red. So what color is Jacob? One fish that one out. He is black because it's Abba Yehovah dwelling place. Right now, Amos chapter 9, verse 7 said, Yasrael, chosen people are like Ethiopia. So what color is Ethiopia? Okay. Isaiah, okay. Songs of Solomon 1, 5 to 6. Solomon make it so clear that he's a black man. So I want to dig into where the black came from according to the book of Enoch, chapter 105. I want to read from 1 to 60 if time permits us. Now, don't also get it twisted. Black will be, white also people will be found in the kingdom, not as a slave, but as a true born tribe or son or daughters of the land. How? We're going to find that from the tribe of Ephraim, because Hosea chapter 7 verses 8 said, Ephraim has mingled himself with other nations. Therefore, it said Ephraim is a cake not turned. So a cake not turned, you're going to be getting black down, which is Ephraim, and the center you're going to be getting brown, and finally on top of it, you're going to be getting white because it's a cake not turned. My friend, go and take that simple experiment and bake cake. Go and bake your cake and see the outcome if you don't turn it. The dye is going to be black, center is going to be brownish, okay? White, the upper one is going to be white. So in the tribe of Ephraim, we're going to be getting white people there. Not just that they are a slave, no, as one born son and daughters of the land, because Ephraim took the garment of Yasuf. He goes into other nations in order to take some good white people down to the kingdom. But let's see now, who is their progenitor? By now you know already. So next week I'm going to be letting you know the vision I saw about these two messiahs. I first of all saw the white messiah all my life. It is the white I know. The same week I saw the white, and the same week I saw the black. Through their sowing of seed. That is awesome. We're going to be exposing the lies of the devil. Here I am, the book of Enoch, chapter 105, I take from 1. After a time, my son Methuselah took a wife for his son Lamech. Okay, 2. Then she became pregnant by him and brought forth a child, the flesh of which was as white as snow and red as a rose. The hair of his hair, okay, the hair of whose head was white like wool. Wool, you see the wool. This is Noah is speaking of Noah. Noah was albino, okay? Let's see. Why Abayiwa gave that color? Why? Noah was albino. Okay. Where am I? And long it was okay. And whose eyes were beautiful. Okay. Let me rush down to 2 and 3. And when he was taken from the hand of the midwife, opened also his mouth. Oh, this one is coming up. All right, now opening also his mouth, he spake to Yehovah of righteousness. Then Lamech, his father, was afraid of him, and flying away, came to his own father Methuselah, and said, I have begotten a son, unlike to other children. You see, color already is white, albino. He said, but it's not like every other one around us. Listen, and see where it came from. And I have begotten a son, unlike to other children. He is not human, but resembling the offspring of the angels of heaven, that is the watchers. He looks like the children of the watchers. You see the color already white, as of a different nature. Did you get that? From ours. His color is not ours. He's a different person entirely. Being a white, being together unlike unto us. He said it doesn't look like, look at what his father said for. His eyes are bright as, okay, I want to rush down because time is going out. Okay, let me tell you. His eyes are bright as the rays of the sun. His countenance glorious, and he looks not as if it belonged to me, but the offspring of the watcher. Did you get that? He said, this one is like my wife went to God, because in the days of Enoch, the fallen angels dominated the whole world, and that was his assignment. If you study the book of Enoch, it's awesome, and this is the most powerful reason why they Constantine removed this book from use and said no, because he reviewed where white people came from. Okay, he do away with it and said no, it's too violent. It's not too violent. It's just revealing the true nature here on earth. Now, Lamech said, Noah, belongs to the, it looks like the son of the watcher, the fallen angels. Okay? Angels of heaven, not angel in heaven. This one, they are already disoriented. Like I said, they're off their fire already. Therefore, they now become arches. You know, go and say, just put paper and put fire, let it burn. This is what they're going to get. You see the texture of their hair? Mune mune. Is it woolly? Not at all. It's like the arches. I'll be dealing with white people's hair. Touch their hair. Very soft, like the arches. That is where they came from. Listen now. I think I'm going to be reading this full message, this full account in part 2. Not part 2, because I'm going to be tattling that, how to know the physical, the true Messiah. Okay? Because Jesus he has marks on his hand. Don't get it twisted. Okay? Prior to vision, I always see, he always show me that hands, okay? There is a hole marked in his hand, side and feet. I always saw it. So I want to differentiate it now from the biblical Messiah in the other video next week, Shabbat. How are you going to identify? If you say, are you the true Messiah? Because in that vision, not get tough and not begin to ask, a word now came to my heart, are you the true Messiah? He said, yes, I died for you. I raised on the third day. And I said, okay, if that's this true, can I see your hand? He showed me some people. There was a mark, nails pierced hand. So we're going to see the difference between his marks and the marks of the biblical Messiah. The fire, the blood, and the smoke. When I saw the biblical, it was a black man. This free power came out. He don't even introduce himself to me. Follow up with the other video next Shabbat. He did not even waste his time to be introducing himself. Not at all. He just showed it. Blood, fire, and a smoke came up. I'm going to tell what those three objects is. Next week Shabbat. We are running out of time. So that is where Enoch prophesied. Enoch said that where Noah, he said Noah is a true son. So Abba Yahweh gave this mark. I'm going to finish the reading in the other video next Shabbat. He gave this color of Noah because in these days, which Genesis chapter 6, we see the fallen angel now begin to have sexual intercourse with women, and women are beginning to bring this color to them because they are already disoriented. Angels of heaven, see, it looks like the children of the angels off. They took off already out of heaven. They are already disoriented. Okay? Now, this is who they are. Funye. Touch the texture of their hair. It's just like ashes. Just as their color is. You see, white came from fire because they're of the fire. Revelation 12 now said, in a red dragon. Revelation 30 said, red beast. He saw what? Came after red. Everything is red now because they are already disoriented. That's why you got color whites. They came from the fallen angels. I have to tell you the way it is. So we'll begin next Shabbat. I'm going to do the whole reading. This is where Enoch, Professor Enoch now said the offspring of this fallen angel is going to dominate the whole world. Just as the days of Noah, how the flood is going to come, he prophesied over here. If you have it, you can read it, 1 to 16. It said the offspring of this fallen angel is going to occupy the whole world. We see from Esau, they came back. They were being destroyed, but from my father Japheth, because it said from here, I think Genesis 10, it said from Japheth there come the words of Gentiles. There came Gentiles. So now who is Gentile? People that worship demon, that does not have covenant with Yahuwah. The black devil's children, they also came through Ham, who has sexual intercourse with his own mother. There comes Canaan. That was why Canaan got cursed. Okay, when you also read, I think Leviticus 19 said we shouldn't do the words of Canaan. This is how Canaan lives. You know, they always have sex with their father, wife, or their mother. It's there. I will be sure. Let me be sure, because this is a very strong matter. Yes, very well. Leviticus chapter 18. We see the words of Canaan. They always have sex with their mother or their father's wife. They always see the nakedness of their father, which is also their mother, just as Genesis 9 said. Now, Romans chapter 1, 18 to 32. Maybe we're going to be reading it in the other next Shabbat. So quickly, I want to read 23, excuse me. And change the glory of the incorruptible Yahuwah unto an image made like to a corruptible man. How can you say this is a Messiah? He gave us the face, and now you believe that this nonsense is Messiah, Jesus? Give it to you by a sinner? You change his image. You change his Shabbat. Okay. Unto a corruptible man, to be beasts and flat-footed beast. That is Jesus, is the mark of the beast. and creepy things. So we're going to be doing the finishing next Shabbat. Wherefore Yahweh gave them up to worship uncleanness. He gave you up to defy your son, to believe a lie. This message go for the elect. So we'll hang up here today. Next week Shabbat we'll pick it up. I'm going to be reading the account of Enoch and also